So something to keep in mind if you're in downtown tonight, there's the Vikings game, and then on the other side of downtown, the 21 Pilots concert is happening at the Target Center. So that means as many as 86,000 people will be leaving both of these venues at about the same time. So traffic is probably going to be a huge mess. There are some road closures in downtown tonight as well, especially around US Bank Stadium. So if you download the KARE 11 app, you can check out where those are at, and hopefully that will make your night run smooth. Back to you.
Thanks, Ellery, our resident news and sports reporter this morning.
Troubling signs already about this year's flu season. Doctors say it's going to be bad. But this morning, we're getting a first look at the numbers. The Minnesota Department of Health will update its weekly flu report later today. According to the department's report last week, there are already 5 hospitalizations from the viral infection, and 4 schools have reported outbreaks. They're reminding people to get their flu shots sooner than later because it can take up to 2 weeks to take full effect.
Now time for your morning rush. A 16-year-old boy is now charged in connection to Sunday's shooting near Allianz Field. The incident was caught on surveillance video. Police say the teen was shot in the back and then returned fire. The other gunman ran away and has not been arrested. The teen is expected to be okay. The Minneapolis Police Department has updated its pursuit policy. It comes a month after a chase ended in the death of an innocent bystander. Under the new rules, officers will no longer chase people who aren't suspected of committing a violent or serious crime. Mayor Jacob Fry supports the changes.
These high-speed chases should really be a last resort and limited to violent crimes, limited to cases where you need an officer to necessarily go after the individual, and that's not the case with some of these lower-level offenses.
Police can still chase any suspects who's driving erratically and putting others in danger. People living in the city of Henderson say they're tired of being trapped by floodwater. City leaders are asking for more than $16 million to raise up Highway 93 out of the floodplain. That's the only road in and out of town. This year alone, the highway was shut down for 62 days because of flooding. CHS Fields may become the Twin Cities' next holiday destination. Winter Skate is moving from Landmark Center to the Saints Ballpark. The switch is part of the 3-month event Destination Winter St. Paul. It will also feature a super slide and the Greatest Day Parade honoring the 1980 U.S. Men's Olympic hockey team. Destination Winter St. Paul begins December 6th. And that is your Thursday Morning Rush. Gia, thank you. Do kids in Minnesota have enough time to eat lunch? If you ask the experts, the answer in some schools is no. That question got hundreds of people talking on our KARE 11 Facebook page. So here's why we're asking this morning. The School Nutrition Association says schools that schedule 25 to 30 minutes for lunch aren't giving students enough time to eat their meal. In most cases, that half hour includes getting through the lunch line, eating, throwing away their trash, and then returning back to class. Now in Minneapolis, on average, high schools have about a half-hour lunch period. Same with some middle schools. Elementary students get about 50 minutes for lunch and recess, with at least 20 minutes for lunch. Over in St. Paul, Central High gets 30, Battle Creek Middle School gets 25, and Battle Creek Elementary School gets 30 minutes. And like I said, we had a lot of interesting responses to this story. Here's what some of you are saying. Stephanie says there are a lot of variables in determining if your kids get enough time to eat. How about before judging our schools, we take time to volunteer during lunch to observe what truly happens. Mindy says she went to have lunch with her elementary school student last year and timed from when the last student in the lunch line sat down to eat to the time they were called to line up to return to class. She goes on to say they had 9 minutes and 42 seconds. How is this teaching kids healthy eating habits? But Jody thinks 30 minutes is plenty of time. She said, in fact, it's too long for some elementary kids to sit and eat that whole time at their table. They eat in about 15 minutes, then just start to cause some trouble. So yeah, we got all kinds of responses. We'd love to hear from you, though. You can chime in anytime using the hashtag Sunrisers. But I liked Stephanie's comment. We shouldn't judge quite yet. We should kind of look more into it. Maybe there should be a study done about how long kids and the benefits, for sitting and eating a meal.
Yeah, it would be a good idea. I mean, if you extend the lunch, obviously the school day gets longer, which I know is a concern for some people too. But I mean, if they don't have enough time to actually, get a meal in.
And some teachers don't have enough time either. I mean, I was at a school in Brooklyn Park and the teachers were basically saying sometimes they don't have enough time for lunch because they're helping students during lunch hours and all that good stuff.
That's a hectic day for sure.
It is.
Right now, I was chatting with JD for the one thing we need to know about the weather.
Yeah, what you need to know is it's another cold day, so the clouds from the morning are going to clear out by the time we get into the afternoon. High temperatures, though, still well below average in the low 40s. Now, the clearing skies continue. We'll see temperatures this evening near 39, so grab a jacket if you're going to be heading out to the Vikings game. Otherwise, it's going to be a dry forecast for the next several days.
And unfortunately, another crash in the northeast corner of the metro. This one, though, 35 east southbound. Just a little north of Vadnais Heights this morning at County Road 96. It's blocking the right shoulder, so if this is your route, anticipate a slowdown as you get closer to 694. Coming up, I'll have some drive times and a detour.
Time now to connect the dots where we make the news make sense. Tracking apps are growing in popularity, especially with parents trying to keep an eye on their kids, but the Federal Trade Commission is taking a stand against one of them. Stephanie Whitfield explains.
They're a popular way for some parents to keep an electronic eye on their kids, but some tracking apps are getting banned by the feds. Let's connect the dots. Tracking apps, sometimes called stalking apps, can show parents what their kids are doing and where they're doing it. Now, the Federal Trade Commission has banned a company called Retina X from promoting and selling its apps designed to track employees and kids. While they aren't the only game in town, their apps can be installed and run without the target's knowledge. The FTC also says the company hasn't bothered to make sure the apps are really being used to track kids and not someone being stalked. The feds also accuse the company of not doing enough to secure the data it collects. In fact, it was hit by hackers twice. Once it fixes those issues, the FTC says the apps can return. Probably not welcome news for a lot of teens.
Yeah, I can see tracking your kids, maybe not tracking employees. I wouldn't like that.
I know. It's kind of a give and take with technology these days.
Yeah, leave me alone. She never gave up hope after doctors told her she had breast cancer. In 5 minutes, what she's saying as she prepares for her last surgery and the hope she's sending to others.
And they say their Apple Watch saved their lives after falling from a cliff. Coming up, the hidden feature they didn't know about that called 911 for them.